This week was probably one of the worst weeks of this year, from September 8th through September 10th.
Future me editing here. I didn't mention September 9th because I didn't see any news on September 9th. So that's why I only said from September 8th to September 10th.
I'm not going to explain what happened in those 2 days of this week. I know how YouTube is with their guidelines. If you talk about something that's very, very bad or something that happened that is very crucial, I know YouTube will probably try to take it down depending on what it is. It's crazy to think what happened from September 8th through September 10th. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys will know. It's been all over social media. It was everything. Today, I really don't want to talk about those situations. I don't want to bring negative energy to this video. The point of this video is to go ahead and talk about how to never take life granted, and to get up every single day and live with a purpose, and not to get triggered by everything, if not anything. The first thing, never take life granted. Life is such a beautiful thing. Yes, it's up and down. It's an up and down motion, but that's how life is. I feel like that's how life has always been. But that doesn't mean that life should be taken for granted. A lot of bad things happen to people. And they say, you know what? I take life for granted. Let me just go ahead and, I don't want to say it. I don't think no one should ever do that. People don't realize the good side of life. People don't realize how beautiful life is, or how beautiful life is when you go outside and go hiking, hang out with your friends, hang out with loved ones, or just sit down and enjoy the birds chirping while you watch the leaves swing back and forth, and you probably hear the morning dove bird, which is an iconic bird. And things like that, those little things you cannot take granted for. That's something money cannot buy. And it's very true. It's very true. Those things I just said, money cannot buy. Never take life granted, please. Like a lot of people do, and don't realize the impact it will have, not only on themselves, but to everyone that know that person, their relatives, their loved ones. Please don't take life for granted. Second, live life with a purpose every day. I think a lot of people, when they wake up, they think, oh, I have to wake up, I have to do this and that and blah blah blah. But if you wake up every morning and you have your structured schedule, you have a purpose life. Like, you wake up for a purpose. Like, God woke you up for a reason. You have a purpose in life. It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to go chase that bag, go chase that bag. That's your purpose in life, right? If you just want to make your life better in general, then that's a purpose in life. I think life should always have a purpose. It should always have a purpose, no matter what, because tomorrow's never promised. You might not know if you're gonna wake up the next day. Okay, some people, they wake up. A lot of people wake up. Not some. A lot of people wake up, but then there's people who don't wake up. And it's sad to say that. And it's very sad to say that. Always live life with a purpose. Just please. It hurts me how much people don't live life without a purpose. I think life is just a simulation, like a cycle. The only reason why it's a cycle is because they don't want to change. They don't want to wake up with a purpose. So always wake up with a purpose. Like, life is never promised, man. You might not know if you're gonna wake up tomorrow. You might not know if anything. So please always live life with a purpose and for a reason. Third thing, I can't explain how people get so triggered when you don't agree with them in any sort of way. In any sort of way. It doesn't matter if it's video games, life in general, movies, TV shows, YouTube videos. A lot of people get triggered from that, and the way they want karma from that is to probably use violence. And I don't understand why that's the first option that comes to hand. We all have rights to agree or disagree. We, us Americans, are in a first world country. And a lot of us, I think the 90 billion people who live in the United States of America, a lot of us don't know how to handle disagreements. They always want someone to agree with them for some type of reason. Everyone has their own opinion. There's a reason why we have amendments in the US. There's a reason why. And then people just disgrace that we have that and decide, you know what? If they don't agree with me, I'm going to do something to get karma. But what do you get from that? What do you get? You don't get pleasure from that. You don't. Because if you do that, guess what? Life in sentence. You're never gonna see the sun again. You're never gonna see the sun. You're never gonna see a broad daylight. Like, you might go to juvenile and regret what have you done. And people don't realize that. Like, nowadays, if someone did something bad, it's so easy for them to get put into jail, man. It's so easy, man. If someone doesn't agree with you, listen. Just listen to them and accept it. If someone doesn't agree with you about a TV show, about their beliefs, about religion, about faith, and they view differently about it, okay. A lot of people had different beliefs. A lot of people had different religions and stuff like that. Don't use violence for it. Just let them be. Everyone has their own personal thing they believe in. There's a reason why there's so many religions in the world, man. I don't know what this country has came to. When I was younger, I thought this country was gonna be the best of the best. And it certainly is, but I feel like once I grow up, the more I realize that people in the US are more effed up than people like outside of the United States. it's crazy to me that us Americans, we don't know how to control ourselves, man. And we gotta learn how to control ourselves when someone has their own beliefs and stuff like that. I thought this country will be the best for me, right? I thought when I was younger, man, oh my God, life was so perfect. And now every day you hear, oh, someone this, someone that, and it gets into your brain too much. When you watch the news, there's always more bad stuff than the good stuff. There's always more bad than the good. And then whenever a good happens after the bad, they go back to the bad after the good. In which I don't understand. It doesn't make freaking sense to me at all. I think as us Americans, we really need to do better. Because this is where we at. This is where we at. I really didn't want to make this video. As a 16-year-old, this video is very controversial for me to make. But I have a freedom of speech. I have freedom of speech. I want to express myself. And there was no other way than decided to go ahead and talk to you guys and talk to it in front of a camera and describe what I actually feel about what has happened during this weekend, September 8th through September 10th. Before I cut off this video and end the video, I want to leave a message. Do not use violence as your answer. That's it. Don't use violence as an answer. You will get karma yourself and you will get bad backlash from it. Okay? Always be positive no matter what you're going through. Okay? Even the hard times. Cherish those hard times. I said this before. Those hard times are lessons. Okay? And you get through them, that's a freaking win right there. Okay? Always live life with a purpose. Enjoy life as much as you can. Okay? And don't worry about what others think about you. We need to do better. And that's a fact. And this is coming from a 16-year-old who is still a minor and is still a teenager and is not an adult yet. Think about that. And I'm talking about this even though I didn't want to, I had to. Anyway, stay safe out there. Love y'all. Ibrahim Bajamoski. And I'm out. Peace.